Hey, Spam, welcome to the show and good evening.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing good. How about you?
I am doing all right. A little bit tired today, but besides that, everything is cool.
All right. But yeah, a little bit tired, but hopefully that will not affect your performance.
Nah, I just ate a Snickers bar and I'm
Oh,
drinking some juice. So
there
we
we
got
go.
this. Ah,
That will be a lot of energy immediately through your system right there. So that should probably fix the problem.
yeah. Some caffeine and sugars
Mm-hmm.
should be uh should be helping a bit. But no, I'm good.
All right, sounds good. And I mentioned a little bit already just before that this map pack of this week is quite bullish for you, right? Are you feeling good about this one?
I mean, if I base it on last week's performance, it was if we exclude the stupid mistake on Launchpad, then I think this is definitely a really good map pack. But the multiplier map is really tough. Like it's really tough to get a fast two-lapper on that. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
obviously needed in TMGL. We cannot drive 1 second slower than normal. It's you have to actually push it. So we'll see how that one goes. But I can do it. Just you know, gotta hope that it's not in a round where someone else is also on a mad run, because yeah, it is a little bit of a casino on that map for sure.
It is definitely very hard. We saw in the Challenger League as well a lot of people falling off, quite comedically because it looks like it's very easily savable. But I mean, it's a lot harder when you cannot release or break. So
Yeah.
it is a little bit hard. But yeah, what do you think the pace will be in the TrackMania Grand League? Similar to the Challenger, a little bit faster? What we will see?
Way higher. Way higher.
Oh boy, well that sounds scary then.
Yeah. We didn't see any two. If I'm just talking about the multiplier map,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't see any 208, which is I was very surprised. I think winning times on TMGL is gonna be 208 lows and 207s maybe.
Wow, that
So
is a lot faster.
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be a quite easy answer to this one then. But we will probably not see you risking for the high multipliers then, right?
I I have to check on the fly. If I'm gonna be really honest, I do have a plan. I'm not gonna say it right now, but I have to judge on the fly what the hell I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, let's just put it that way. I might risk for a higher multiplier, but I also might not. We'll have to see how the whole step progresses,
Yeah, it
and then
depends on how you feel and how the other players' level feels, right?
yeah, mainly about the other players that are close to me. That is,
Oh, I see.
I need to base it on that more so than myself, I think.
Yeah, because to give a little bit of context, right now you're on 13 on the
Uh,
overall standings. 12 is
yep.
is a nice place to be, right? Because then you are not able to get
Yes.
out of the league. So that's really the goal, I assume.
True. And if that doesn't happen, or I am not able to get that, I also have another, plan where do I want to place in this bottom four. So it's really important. But
Exactly.
yeah, I need to basically adapt and do the plan according to how others are playing, which is a little bit annoying. I cannot really play my own race, but yeah, we'll wing with it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And the time is running out. We have 2 more steps left to go. But honestly,
Uh,
this kind of environment is where you have the most experience and are often the one who comes out ahead. So let's. That
that
is
is true. Like
historically
it,
you're on a good spot. Let's say, even though you're a little bit behind here.
yeah, and honestly, like we cannot just decide which multiplier we want to get. Like I said, the level every single week on the multipliers is so high. We have 16 really fast players. The odds of nobody doing a crazy time in one of those rounds is just so low.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, you cannot really say that you are going for a high multiplier. So, yeah, I mean, best case scenario is if, everyone does everyone that's really fast on the multiplier map gets the 2x, and then I can somehow get the 3x by driving a good time myself. But it can also be the same thing as Grasshopper, where I took the 2x when I was feeling really good, and then others are driving way slower and they get the multiplier. So it's yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah, exactly. And let's zoom in on a little bit on the 4 maps that are coming before it. Of course, to get a huge step, you need the multiplier, but you need something to multiply it with, right? So
Exactly.
those 4 maps, did you prepare on them, or was it mostly map 5 for this week?
I've mostly prepared on Grasshopper and the newest map. Obviously, I have decided to go for a safe strat on Grasshopper, and if 8 other players are going for a bug slide and they get it 6 out of 6, I will send them all a cake, because that is just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go for it. Bolt holes, it's a pace map. I can just cruise. Launchpad might be the only one that's a little bit troublesome this week. And yeah, Poolside, really good map for me. So yeah, overall it's a good map pack, but I still have to perform.
Yeah, indeed. And well, I wanted to talk a little bit about Grasshopper, right? Because you mentioned already you're gonna go safe.
Yeah.
On the Challenger series, we saw nobody going for bug slides. I think maybe Evan went for lap 1, but that's about it. So
There were actually Evon went for all of them.
oh, all of them even. Okay,
Yeah,
so there
Evan
was
went for all of
Evan
them.
went for it, but will we see more players than that? You think?
I think there will be 5 or 6 that go for it.
Okay, that is a considerable amount more. So
yeah, and then the question is, are they gonna make it 6 out of 6 good? Because if you get a bad bug slide, I will definitely be faster with the safe strat than you are with a bad bug slide. So
yeah.
it is a hit or miss for these players.
Not to mention the ability, like if you crash, it costs you multiple seconds. So
Exactly.
if even
Exactly
3
that.
or 4 of these 6 or 5 or 6 players do not make it, that's really a big advantage for you, because that's 3 or 4 people you don't have to deal with to get into a top 8 to get a good amount of points, right?
Yeah. I mean, I still have to play, my A game. I still have to do good pace all around the map, because most time loss is in the identity. But if I keep up with really good pace throughout the whole map, then the time loss is almost, it maybe a second at most if you have someone that gets it really good. But yeah, I still need to keep up with the pace. I mean, Challenger did a 6:10 winning time, full save. And I know I can do a 6:05 full save. So, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
Wow, yeah. So that is so interesting to hear you talk about the time differences, because that means really like there's still this gap between the Challenger and the TMGL. It feels like, at least.
Yeah, I think many people just don't realize that as well, that are watching Challenger, because it's a lot of casual people watching it, and they probably have no idea.
Yeah, you only really know once you get these players playing against each other, and then you really see the difference. Because yeah.
Yep, definitely.
All right. Yeah, about 1 minute left before we have 10 minutes to go. So I'll let you warm up on for the step.
Sounds
and
good.
Hopefully the Snicker bar and other stuff is gonna help, and we'll get a good amount of points.
Yeah,
and then
that's
just
a
little bit of good luck, and we get the sick multiplier, right?
Yeah, sounds good. I'll talk to you after.
All right, good luck. Exactly, 4 times 27 times 5. That's the maximum amount of points. But yeah, good luck getting that one. Right, currently warming up on Poolside. And Poolside, yeah, this really has been Spam's map, of course. One of its best, has a map win on it, has multiple top 8s on it, and it's just been a point gatherer for him this whole season. So luckily we have another round to go on this one. And Spam is currently getting his inside line fail out of the way in the warm-up, which is good. All right. Good to see that pre-roll ads have been disabled. We're going to go ad-free experience during the TrackMania Grand League. But if you want an ad-free experience the whole time, go and sub to Spam here. Alright, we are live on Poolside. Live is... Sorry, I'm a little bit confused because I didn't see the countdown. But I'm assuming we are live here on Poolside. The TrackMania Grand League step number 7 has started. And I'm going to turn on names. Ooh, look at that. Spam just had a little bit of a wonky landing there. Falling away a little bit to the right. Luckily, though, his safe landing made sure that... Oh! Yeet! Right off the screen right there. Who was that? Was that Pack? Oh my god, Pack is out of the race. What was that jump, man? He is gone. Alright. Spam in the meantime, middle of the race here, giving us a good overview as we already have a bit of a mistake by Mosso himself. Going too far in the inside, getting a little bit of a clip. He was 1 second on the screen, the other second he was not. We have Tween, a bit a rival of Spam here. One who can still challenge Spam for the 13th position on the overall standings. Because he is just right behind him. But look at that, Spam already catching up a little bit. Coming into the first identity. This is, of course, Spam's territory here. Master of the water. Dutch, living up to his Dutch nationality. And already overtaking a lot of people. It's actually looking really good here for Spam in the first round. And here we go after round number 1. Lap number 1. We are 6th on the race standing so far. Gwen taking the lead with over 0.3 of a second. He is on another level, but Spam is looking strong here. Half a second between him and the leader. Grenadi taking over second place. But the battle for third is on. Look at how many people are close together here. No one making the mistake that Pack did in round number 1. Some people going outside, going for more speed. This will, of course, pay off in the next point. And here they come. They are going very, very fast, but Spam is holding strong here in that 6th-ish position. Of course, falling behind a little bit here in the middle of the round, but already back in 7. And now Tween is being challenged. Kappa as well. And Carl Jr. is in the mix here too. All of these players are around Spam on the total standings as well. So this is a huge battle here between all of these players. Gwen still holding strong in first place, but Grenadi is coming closer. Muda in the solid third place now, coming into the identity. Can Spam once again take over some people here? Right now 7th, but it's already looking better for him going into the water. And Grenadi is slowing down a little bit, so Spam comes a little bit closer. Muda and Carl Jr. holding strong, but Spam moves into 5th position. Gwen is still in the lead here. Muda takes the fastest lap, and he is catching up like a madman right now, holding the bronze medalist position. Carl Jr. is looking strong. Nice 4th position for him, but look at Spam. He is coming closer and closer to the Canadian, and it is almost the overtaking here. Spam is a little bit faster, and indeed, but the wonky landing here. It is just back and forth between these two players. Oh, they have a huge history as well. At least 2012, but probably even longer. But they have been battling with each other in the highest of highest levels of the TrackMania. Gwen holds strong, first place. But look at this, Muda and Spam and Carl. All 3 of these players are battling for 3rd place, but Spam has a special move in his back pocket, which is the identity, which has been very advantageous for Spam basically every round. Sadly though, this drift line not the best for Spam here, losing quite a bit of time, but can he catch it back up in the identity here? Good first part. Oh, but loses grip in the second water part. Luckily though, it is not a huge mistake. Oh, and he loses some more grip and time here. And this is a little bit bearish here for Spam, making multiple mistakes here in the identity. And, well, if you touch that pole, that's going to slow you down even more here. This is not looking too good. Ooh, 2.2 seconds right now as we are halfway through map number 1, Poolside. This time around, normally this is Spam's map, the place to be here. Not looking to be the case in step number 7 of the TrackMania Grand League. But he's right now in the 11th position with 2.5 seconds left to go. If we go full ham, we go full gas, we might catch back up to top 8 here. Massa currently defending that position. But yeah, 2.5 seconds already. Spam is coming a little bit closer, but will have to go full throttle here into the identity once again. And we have seen already, you can start making mistakes if you full risk it. That's just the way it goes here in TrackMania. Already Spam moving up to 10th position because Papu made a mistake, and this is very good indeed. We might just be in need of a little bit of luck here. Other players making mistakes and Spam taking advantage of this one. And this might be the opportunity for Spam to get back into the top 8. We have 2 laps left to go. 1 mistake per lap. That's possible. Alright, here, going into the next lap. And ooh, it is 2.7 seconds now. Massa holding strong in top 8. You can see Brand right ahead of Spam here. And ooh, can you hear it? We can hear it indeed. Look at this. Tween and Worker are looking to get Spam's top 10 position here. The battle for 10 is going on here. Tween trying desperately to get into the top 10. Maybe take advantage of some mistakes of the others to maybe get into the top 8. But that's a lot of maybes right there. Spam holding strong so far though. As you can see, actually extends a little bit on Tween here. Going towards the another identity. Ooh, Spam with a little bit of wonky landing, but he makes it. Goes for the drift line, but Tween has the no drift. Doesn't get the best. Oh, action speed, but Tween is out of it. He is out of it with a mistake here. So Spam is somewhat more safe in top 10, but we don't really care about that. We want to have green numbers on our screen. And no big mistakes here by anyone in the top 8. And that means Spam will have to go with the top 10 into lap number 6. And we are really just hoping for some mistakes here by the top 8 players, because this is not looking too bullish here. As Spam is now in the top 10 position. 2.8 seconds between him and Massa, who is still in top 8. Oh, but wait, what just happened? Kappa made a mistake here, and that means Spam moves into 9. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. It is happening. It is happening indeed. Just one more player left for Spam to get 10 more points here. The identity is not too easy. If people have to risk it to defend, they might make mistakes. We are coming closer to the finish line, however, and there is a lot less room for players to make mistakes, so we have to really hope for it here. Spam in 9th. He is in a perfect position to take advantage of any mistakes of any of the players, but TrackMania Grand League players don't make a lot of mistakes. And will not do so here in the end. Spam with the sad 9th position here. 5 points for him. That is just very, very unfortunate. 9th position. That is really the place to be for Spam here this season, man. 9th is where he is a lot, sadly. But that is just the way the cookie crumbles here. And of course, Papu overtaking him in the step ranking because he had the fastest lap. So, Spam with 5 points coming out of map number 1. Yeah. Not the greatest start, but what can you do? Alright, and here we go into map number 2 here. Grenadi has won this map with 25 points for him. Carl Jr. with 22. Muda with 20. This is also pretty darn bad. Brand gets the top 8. And the situation is even more dire here. Look at that gap. It is now over 200 points. But we are warming up on Launchpad. Let's take a look at the map preview of Launchpad. Of course, famous for its identity, where you take the reactor booster. Right, back into the game we go. We have about 38 seconds of warm-up left. Launchpad by Tona is such an incredibly hard map to pull off correctly. This identity is really hard, but even the part before it, the left-right drift, can mess up some players. You gotta get the full yeet going out of it into the next part. You can over-yeet like Papu just did apparently, and we of course have some players going up really high like Gwen highlighted. In the first time this map was released, Gwen going up really high to get as much speed as possible in the second part of the start. But not everyone is going for that. It's a little bit risky and the gain is not too high. What we really want to see here is a good ice part. Good Neo to the left. And then getting as much speed as possible going through the ice. That's really where you can gain a lot of time. Alright, we are live here on Launchpad. Map 2 out of 5. Let's hope this one goes a little bit better. With the unfortunate result of the top 9 on the first map here. Spam with a good start. Coming into the first couple of positions here already. This is what we like to see, indeed. We don't have to catch up if we are first. Spam has a glimpse. We have him in the corner of the screen here in the stadium because he was first going through the checkpoint. Of course, some other players have caught up in the meantime. Over the ice we go, and Gwen is in the lead once again. Gwen was on an insane pace in map number 1, but after a mistake had to let go of the first position. And Grenady took over that place. But now, once again, he is looking to get 25 points. So Gwen is on a good step here so far. In the meantime, we have Spam in the middle of the race. 8th position right now. Coming closer to the first identity. Oh, and we have a huge mistake by Bren here. This is very good news. Bren is actually exactly the player who is in top 12. So this is what we like to see. Unfortunately for Bren, however. Spam with a good identity here. Moves himself into the top 8, it looks like. Although it is so incredibly close. A lot of players are going back and forth. Grenady almost falling out, but he loses a lot of time here. Oversteering to the left to make sure he doesn't fall off the cliff. Nice inside line here by Spam. Taking some time. Back in the meantime, going on the hunt. Trying to get back into top 8, just like Spam is trying to do. Scrappy struggling on the ice. This is the opportunity for both Spam and... Oh, Back makes a mistake. Cliffs the checkpoint. Spam taking some of the penalties now. This is going to slow him down a little bit. He, of course, doesn't have to drift this next part and catching back up a little bit. It is so incredibly tight here in the TrackMania Grand League. All of these players are on such a high level. And it is so hard to get into the top 8. But Spam is trying to his best here. Over the plastic we go. Only 0.2 of a second here between Spam and at least 15 points. We're gonna have to see a good identity out of our alliance player. And that is not a good identity indeed. We have to go for the full respawn because Spam touches on the left side of the checkpoint. Oh boy. That is really not what you like to see here. And it is so bad. Even Bren overtakes him here. And Spam moves himself to 16. Clips on the inside as well. And yeah, you can Spam catch up all you want, but this is not gonna happen here. Even on low speed in lap 3 out of 6. Oh boy. This is bad. So let's take a look at the leaders of the race so far right now. Of course, we had Gwen taking the lead in lap number 1, but as you can see, Massa has overtaken that lead in the meantime. Gwen still holding the fastest lap, however. Ooh, but Gwen had to release a little bit there, making sure that Papu takes over second place. Ooh, nice identity here by all the players. Oh, Massa slows down quite a bit. Of course, can save himself by going as fast as possible onto the booster. Gwen taking the upper line here, getting as much speed as possible. We have the Gwen line in action. As you can see, he has the most speed going over this checkpoint, but not that much more. So it is not paying off that great here. But he is still first place. Let's zoom out a little bit. Massa, who was first last time around, but now on the ice is in 4th position. Afi, Papu and Gwen have overtaken him, but actually the line is really good here by Massa. Of course, Muda, the ice master, looking good and strong here as well, but had a bad exit, so he has to let go of his position. Binks coming in the mix as well, 4th position for him. Gwen overtaking the lead once again. Spam, in the meantime, is on 10 seconds behind, as you can see. He's not really in the race this time around. Yeah, Massa on the mobile data. I don't know. I don't know exactly, but... Oh, Papu! No way! What a save! Oh, but he doesn't get the speed out of this one, though. How wicked of a stunt would that be if he got the speed? If he got the zoop? Respectable save here by Papu, but sadly doesn't loses him so much time. He gets out of the top 8. Oh, Tween gets airtime. Somehow survives, however. But Grenady moves into the top 8, sneaks out the top 8 position right now. 2 more laps left to go. And of course, if we don't look at Spam, we might need to take a look at who? At Tween and Kappa. The 2 players who have the opportunity to maybe come closer to Spam here. if Spam has a bad step. So here we have a look at Serene already, who is currently in the top 9. Where is Kappa in the meantime? He is on top 12 right now. So Tween battling for the top 8 here, but it is going to be hard because right ahead of him is Scrappy and Granadi, 2 players who have been doing fairly well here in this season of the TrackMania Grand League. And Granadi taking a little bit of a different approach here. Coming through the identity, and Tween takes beautifully, I have to say. And that is somewhat of a bad news for us. Gwen still first place, is now more than a second ahead of everyone else, somehow. Swede moves into the top 8 here, but look at that, Granadi coming closer. Scrappy as well, trying to defend. Swede moves into 7th position, both overtaking Scrappy and Granadi here. And in the ice, he gets a good approach as well. But look at this, Granadi, the steering wheel is paying off here. What an ice part, but both Scrappy and Granadi here. It didn't look like Tween had a bad one, they just had a really good one. And Tween loses out his top 8 position once again. We are in lap 6 out of 6, so that is all or nothing for these players here. They are going to have to full risk to defend their top 8 position. And Tween is doing so indeed. Look at this, already overspeeding and taking over Scrappy. Coming into the identity, Tween needs to defend it. Oh, but he has such a good tech part here. So the identity only needs to be decent, but he makes a huge mistake! And Tween loses it all here. Tween is out of it. And now Spam gets a decent identity and will be overtaking Worker in the end, getting a 1 point. Gwen with 6:24. Is that a world record? It is a good time indeed. Alright, but Tween with that mistake. That's a world record by Gwen. That is insane. He had a world record last week as well by Pack, and now Gwen driving one. It should be quite rare to drive a world record in the match itself, but here we are, 2 of them in a row. Alright, it is clash time, and of course, the chat will get the momentum back going for Spam. He messes up map 1 and 2. We get a good clash, and that means the momentum keeps going, and map 3 and 4 will be good. That's how it works. That's the TrackMania law. Alright, so clash time. What does it mean? It means that you in the chat will be able to control the car. The commands here are on your screen. Only respawn will be allowed. Only I will be able to type RS, and it actually works. I will be respawning when we get stuck. Other than that, we have the plus, the minus, the left, and the right. And of course, the tip I always say every week, it takes a little bit of time for your command to come into the API, for the car to turn, and then for the stream to come back to you again. So there's quite a bit of delay, like 3 or 4 seconds that you have to keep in your mind. So when a turn is coming up, already steer towards the turn. Alright, Clash is live. Good luck, chat. We have a couple of boosters here at the start. And we are taking it safe at the start here. Ooh, but can we make this first turn? We can indeed. Over the sausage block we go. Chat is taking it very safe this time around, making sure that we don't do any mistakes, not respawning this time. Although I must say, it looks like the full forward strategy is a little bit better, but here comes the water, and this is very scary. We'll have to see how we are going to do in this turn. Going left early. Taking the inside approach this time around, and we are 16 right now, but catch-upable. Papu making a mistake here. And that means we are coming closer. Into the second water part we go. Nice amount of speed here for us. Ooh, reactor boost. Okay, I kind of expected more speed out of a reactor boost, I have to be honest. But hey, we are going good here in this next part of the clash. Ooh, Kappa also in the wall here. Oh, we're going very far to the left. Can we save this one? I'm gonna hope that chat saves it here a little bit. Giving us a couple of seconds before I am going for any respawns. And it does look indeed like chat is able to save us here. And we are going through the checkpoint. Beautifully done. Right, and here we go. On to the next part. And look at that. There is the finish. Just have to go straight. Alright, it looks like we are gonna respawn in 3 seconds here. Oh! I misclicked. I misclicked. Can we... RS? Hello? There we go. Okay, it's happening. Oh! We missed. Let's retry that. It is very hard, but the press forward is real here. And that is going to do it. We are finishing 9. What a meme. We got 9th again. Even 9th here on this map. Alright, Carl Jr. trying to finish here. Gets 11th. What about Afi? Ooh, he got 12th. Aurel is doing his own thing right now. Aurel's chat, of course, being controlled by Maj. And, yeah. Struggling a little bit. Oh! Nope. I thought for a second there that Aurel was going to make the checkpoint, but it is not looking to be the case here. Alrighty. Let's go into map 3. Blade Steel with the Prime sub. Congrats on today's 5x multiplier. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Alright, let's take a look at the stab ranking right now. Or, you know, let's not do that. Let's just not do that. Let's just go to the map preview. Potholes. Map with the 3 jumps in the end. A very, very scary one. The lineup needs to be perfect. The speed needs to be perfect going into the identity. Otherwise, you might mess up a little bit. And that is going to cost a lot of time. So, of course, the players have been training it day in and day out. And they should be able to do it. But even with all of that training, one tiny mistake can really mess you up in this identity. We have about 28 seconds left to go in this warm-up. Spam probably needs some good times here coming into the next 2 maps to get at least some points going into the multiplier phase. Because, well, we might get a 5x, but if we 5x 6 points, well. Right, here we go. Just 5 seconds left and we're going to go live. Ooh, Kappa going upside down here. The race is starting. Spam finished first in the warm-up. Everyone saw it, so that is bullish indeed. We're gonna go live. Let's go. Over the plastic we go. A little bit of a wiggle here to make sure that you get as much speed as possible. And Spam is on a good run here at the start. Currently already in the 5th place. So we need a low jump coming into this one here. And indeed, Spam does it. Now this part is very tight. No clipping allowed. And Spam does it beautifully once again. And this is looking good here for Spam in lap number 1 on both holes. What a name to say. Here we go. Top 8 still secured. Pack takes the lead so far. Looking to get some redemption here because he had 6 points so far in the step, which is not that great of a step, but that is something that Pack is trying to fix here, as he is in 1st place right now. Spam also doing very well here, overtaking some people, but here comes identity number 1. You want as much speed as possible, going through them, but Tween actually with a different line going from right to left, not paying off, you can say that. He is out of it. Carl Jr. makes the mistake in the 3rd jump as well, and he will have to respawn, but it is a deadly respawn. The 3rd jump, oh, that you go so far back. You go so far back. And the emote, I love TrackMania Esports, fitting perfectly for the situation here. Spam right now in 4th position. He has a good start here. Good identity by him. Look at the low jump. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Oh, but there is the clip I was talking about. That was actually not allowed. Luckily though, you get the reactor boost right after. And the time loss is not that great. And we are in 9th place. And that means catch-upable to get back into the top 8. Gwen right now in 9th. And Kappa closing the gates of the top 8. And this is what our goal will be for the next couple of rounds. But we know already Spam clearly has the pace to come back into the green numbers here. Oh, and Gwen makes a huge mistake right there, going full frontal face into the identity. And he is still on a respawn here. And Spam does another good identity. Not only overtaking, obviously, Gwen here, but also coming very, very close to both Kappa and Muda here. Losing some time at the start because a little bit of airtime loss. But we are still in the race. Only 0.1 of a second here for Spam to catch back up to top 8. In the meantime, though, Pack in the lead still. Oh, and we had a mistake. Kappa has made a huge mistake right there. He was in the top 8, but now not anymore. He is in 11th position. And that means Spam moves into the top 8. Oh, but Spam once again clips it here on the outside. But once again, not that bad, actually. I could hear the copium in my voice on the not that bad, actually. But here we are. Only 0.3 of a second here for Spam. Still in the race here. We are not even halfway through this map, so this is looking quite okay. Already coming a little bit closer. And now the identity is coming up once again. The Spam has been taking it quite fast almost every time and probably needs to do so once again. Oh, and we had another huge mistake there. It was Pack who made the mistake. He touches the top of the bolt there, and he is going down the drain. That means Spam, who stood his position in the identity, moves into the 8 once again. Carl Jr. has the fastest lap even after making that huge mistake, and he is trying to catch back up, but it is honestly really hard because he is more than 6 seconds behind here. 6 seconds behind who? Indeed, Spam, because he is in top 8 right now. And let's take a look. Worker is hunting, as you can see. But Spam has quite a comfortable gap here to work with. Can he not clip this time around? He does so indeed. Not going for the Neo, taking a bit more safe this time around. But that is faster than clipping, so that is a good job by our Alliance player. Still holding strong here with the 0.8 on the Scar. Scrappy has taken over the lead in the meantime because, of course, Pack, who was first a little bit ago, made a little bit of a mistake. And that means Scrappy is in first place with 0.7 of a second. He is very fast on this map so far. Worker still 0.4 of a second behind Spam here. Ooh, but look at that. Aurel is slowing down quite a bit and Binks as well. Spam is taking advantage. Second jump. Oh, it is so close, but Spam does make it. Gets a really good alignment for the third jump, and that means low jump here. Good amount of speed going into laps 5 out of 6. Pack takes over the fastest lap here. And Spam, in the meantime, moves into 6th position. This is good for Spam here. Moves into 6th position, getting a good amount of points. Solidly in the top 8 right now. He just needs a good last 2 laps. Afi has taken over the lead right now because, yes, indeed, Scrappy, who has made a huge mistake, falls very far behind here. Muda going full risk for some reason. Overtakes Spam here, and Spam is back in 5th position. Now with a little bit of a wonky line here, Brand also is able to take advantage of Spam's wonkiness. There we go. And overtakes Spam here. Spam now in 6th. It is very scary here on this map. It is so hard to do it cleanly, but Spam is doing a good job of it so far. Afi in 1st place, Grenadi 2nd place, just very, very close together, these 2 players. Oh, Spam with a good inside line. This might be coming closer here to Muda and Brand. We had a mistake by Massa, but he slows down not too much here. Can he make this jump? He clips it. Oh, it looks very scary. I don't know if Massa will have to go for a... Oh, that is very unfortunate there. Oh, we saw it for that second. Unlucky for Massa. He did not make the jump. Spam moves into 5th position because of that. We are in round 6 out of 6 here. Just one more lap left to go. One more lap, one more identity. Spam only 1 second behind the leader Afi right now. Ooh, coming closer a little bit to Muda. And this time around, Spam actually takes it quite beautifully, this part, where he has been struggling a little bit on that part. Right now, he's looking good. Worker has moved into 6th position. Remember that Spam and Worker were battling for 8. Now they're on 5 and 6. A lot more comfortable for these 2 players here. Back is back in top 8. Okay. How? But he did it. Lots of mistakes here on this map. Okay, here we go. Last identity coming. Worker respawn before he even hit it. Oh, he is out. And Spam gets the 2nd jump. What about that 3rd jump? Okay. Oh, he makes it and he ends up in 4th position. Beautiful result here. 19 points for Spam in the 3rd map. Exactly what we needed right now to get some good points for him on the scoreboard in this step, which has been a disaster so far. But really, this is the redemption we needed. Over the finish line we go. Binks driving backwards. Gwen getting 2 points. Tween, Kappa, only 2 and 1 points respectively. They are having an even worse step than Spam was having. But Spam is now having suddenly a lot better of a step. And that is good news here. Which means Spam is more safe in that 13th position. And now Brand overtaking Scrappy for the 11th place. Right, here we go. Map 4 and 4. Let's get another top 8 finish here to finish out a half decent step. In the meantime, let's take a look at the step ranking. It is Grenadi and Afi. Once again, they are doing so well. Aurel here at the top as well. These players who are already at the top of the scoreboard in this season, once again, are doing great. Muda is the oddball out here with 58 points. Muda being top 9 in the league ranking. But look at that. Grenadi has just not had a bad step. I'm really impressed by his performance this season. Right, next map is Grasshopper. Let's take a look at the map preview, but it will lie to you a little bit because the identity will be taken a lot safer this time around in this this step. Alrighty then. And of course, the identity like it is really taken here. Spam immediately doing it. Carl Jr. doing a berg slide after the third hop. That's definitely not the way to do it. But yeah, a lot of players here will be opting for not going for the grass slide. Instead taking a little bit more safe. That way, guaranteeing that you make the identity. And therefore getting a top 8 finish, hopefully. We'll have to see because, yeah, if you make a mistake, that's going to cost you multiple seconds. But if you go for the grass slide, it's going to save you some time. And that is, of course, the trade-off that the players will be making. But my guess is here that a lot of players will be taking it safely. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We are live on Grasshopper here. Map 4 out of 5. On the stab ranking right now, Spam is in 9 with 25 points. Looking to double up here in map 4. By taking first place. Because why the heck not? Good start here for the Alliance player. Going over the plastic. Only Gwen really ahead of him right now. But Gwen, had a bit of a wonky line. Had to slow down a little bit. Spam taking a nice amount of speed into the dirt. Going quite far outside, but manages his speed correctly here. Low amount of airtime as well, so this is once again looking good for Spam over the plastic. Spam holding strong here in like 5th-ish position. And he's saying 7th right now, but going inside back makes a mistake. And we do indeed have some players here, Carl Jr. and Massa, going for the bug slide. And immediately, Carl Jr. gets the respawn, gets punished for the risk. Massa gets paid off here. In first place for him. Bullish. But look at that. Spam taking it safe. 2nd place. That's the way to do it. Spam with a really good lap 1 here. Yes, Massa is in first place. But Bren, Gwen and Spam here are all looking solid. And a good middle section by Spam once again. Secures himself top 8. Secures himself even lower. Because he touched the wall a little bit. But catch up a ball here. Over the plastic we go. The speed is once again back in Spam's favor here. And he is in 12th position right now with only 0.7 of a second. This is actually quite okay. Alright, good identity by Spam here. Aurel slowing down quite a bit. And Spam, I want to say with a really good identity, but sadly had to take some penalty dirt. And that will slow him down once again. Back in 12 he goes. Loses some time to, well, it's top 8 as well. But we are not even halfway through the map. Plenty of time here for Spam to catch back up. 1 second here. And also Worker coming closer, which means Spam might sneak into 11 here. It does so indeed, overtaking Worker for the 11th position. Next target will be Scrappy, the Belgian player. But Worker is once again takes over Spam here. Not giving up that easily. But he gets the nose slide. Well, he gives up easily right there. Spam back in 11. Coming a little bit closer to Scrappy as well. Inside poles he goes. Does it beautifully. Now we need a good identity here. Afi and Kappa going for the bug slide. No. They're not doing it. They're just not taking the airtime. Good exit speed by Spam here. Coming a little bit closer to Afi. As you can see. Closer more and more. And Spam is already in 10. Why? Because Massa made a mistake and he's falling behind. And now also Spam overtaking Afi here. This is looking very good. We are now in 9th position. Only 0.4 of a second to get back into the green numbers here. And we are only halfway through the map. Spam clearly has the pace to catch back up to these players here. Spam in his ever comfortable 9th position here. Look at that. Kappa struggling a little bit. And that would be the perfect overtake right now. To overtake Kappa, not only getting himself 10 points, but denying Kappa some points as well. Look, sadly though, this is not looking good so far because Kappa is extending his lead. Spam back in top 10 here. Needs a good identity. Gets it quite okay here. Now, what about this exit speed? Looking bullish. Going over the finish line, back in 9th position. 2 laps left to go. 0.3 of a second left to go. Carl Jr. fastest lap this time around. Carl Jr. is actually behind Spam right now in 12th position after making a mistake. 8 seconds behind. He made a mistake in lap number 1, if you remember correctly. Going for the bug slide, but it not paying off. Scrappy slows down a little bit. And look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I love the color green. Spam back in top 8. And it fits this car so well as well. But it is not that comfortable just yet. We have 1.5 laps left to go. And Scrappy is lurking. He is less than a 10th of a second behind Spam here, as you can see. It is very scary indeed. But oh my god, who was that? Going for the respawn. Why would you go so far to the right? I would have to go and see a replay on that one. It was Kappa. Kappa falling behind multiple seconds here. And that means Spam moves into 7th place. Papu is struggling a little bit as well. And that means Spam moves into 6th position. Oh, look at the momentum. Bran is in the lead right now. And Spam is only a second behind him. Even after touching the wall, remember, that probably cost Spam a second, which means if he didn't do it, he would probably be first. Spam on a really good pace in this map here on Grasshopper, making use of his pace to make up for the fact that he touched the wall earlier in the map and is now in 6th position. Ooh, but look at that. Papu is lurking here. Ooh, he wants to be on our screen. He wants to actually be ahead of Spam. Goes in with more speed over the inside pole line. But can Spam just get a better identity here than Papu? Doesn't look like it so far. Spam taking it safely. Why? Because he just wants to be top 8. And he does so indeed. Perfectly done. Spam gets 7th position here in Grasshopper. And that means after quite a disastrous start to the step, we have a decent first 4 maps here with 2 top 8 finishes by Spam, and he gets himself 41 points here coming into the multiplier phase, and that is a good amount. Getting the 5x here will mean that he gets over 200 points out of this step. That's possible. So that is very good by Spam here to come out of the depths of only having 6 points after the first 2 maps. And then coming back like that shows some character out of him. To be able to not tilt and get yourself back in the race, very good. Alright, here we go. The multiplier map. It's a new one. And it is called Throttling Act Transition. Throttling Act. Good music, am I right? Alright, we are currently warming up on it. 1 more minute left. And the name of the game on this map is Speed. You have so much speed, and of course the identity itself. This block forcing the players to go full speed over the very, very tight turns there. It will be very hard for the players to get a good time going, but you have to do it because if one of the players do it, they get the multiplier, of course. So there's no way you are saving it. And therefore you will have a lot of mistakes like Tween and Gwen just did over the identity. Spam is just demonstrating how you should do it. Good warm-up here by the Alliance players, showing some potential. Alright, and here we go. The 2x multiplier. The first round. We have 4 rounds of 2x multipliers to be given away. Then the real meat of the multipliers are coming up. The 2 3x's, a 4x and a 5x multiplier after that. So, yeah, a 2x would be nice. But we are all hoping for the 5x here, of course. Gwen takes the lead so far here on throttling Act. Goes too far up in the wall ride. Not a full speed player confirmed. Binks is able to take over the lead right now. Spam is a little bit behind, but is still in the race. Tween going too far to the left. He is out of the race. Spam with good exit speed moves closer to the leader. Binks is still holding strong, however, in that first position. And remember, only first place gets a multiplier. If you are second, well, you might as well be 16th. Ooh, Grenadi clips it, goes too far down, and that's going to cost him some time. Papu is in the lead so far, but we are only in lap 1 out of 2. First identity has been cleared by these players. Afi doing it the best. Ooh, but he jumps very high. That's going to cost him some time. Spam also going quite high here. Orel taking advantage, comes closer. Spam is in the mix, but is he needs to either drive an insane second lap or needs to take advantage of some mistakes by the other players. Okay, plan A is out of the question here, so we are going over to plan B. Others need to make mistakes. A 2x multiplier. Oh, Aurel is out of the race. A 2x multiplier will net Spam a nice 41 points, but is that enough? You know, if you want to be top 12, no, but if you want to keep top 13, that would be a very good move to do it. So we'll have to see what how the cards are going to turn here. Alright, Spam taking it nicely over the identity, but sadly the other players did that as well. We have no DNFs. Afi locking in the 2x multiplier on 80 points, netting him 160. Another great step here for Afi, who was already the leader and is now even more the leader. Wow, these Afi and Grenadi, both of these traders have had an insane step here. 80 and 84 points. That is quite an incredible performance to have on the first 4 maps, and Afi takes it here. Second 2x multiplier. Gwen once again in the lead. Ooh, and Spam touches the wall. He is out of the race. Back touches the wall. He is out of the race. Ah, we couldn't keep the streak going. Papu is in second place right now. Gwen looks to have had a car upgrade somewhere mid-season and is suddenly a lot faster. Once again, looking very strong here on this multiplier map. Papu and Grenadi in the mix here, looking to double up their points as well. But it is still Gwen holding on to first place. Carl Jr. here showing up. Oh, Papu clips. But this is actually good? No, it is not good. Too much speed going into the identity. Gwen, too much speed going into the identity. And it is now between Carl and Grenadi for the 2x multiplier going into the second lap right now. Grenadi doubling up his point would be beautiful for him. I'm sure he will just take it because it would secure his top position on the scoreboard even more. And by top position, I don't mean literally first, but like one of the top positions. But Carl Jr. right now looking to double up his point from 36 to 2 times 36. I'm not doing math. I refuse. And he is looking very strong in doing so. 72, by the way. Oh, but he goes too far inside. And this gives the free multiplier to Grenadi. Well, not that free because Bren is still lurking in the shadows. Please, Grenadi, get it here. Sorry, Bren taking a multiplier here in this step would be disastrous for Spam's plan to get top 12. Because Bren is currently the top 12 player. So Grenadi needs to take it here. Oh, Grenadi is slowing down. Can Bren yoink it here? No, he doesn't because Grenadi goes more down. He jumps lower. And that means Grenadi doubles up his points here. And he takes over the step leader with 68 points here. 86. Wow, that was a Dutch way of pronouncing a number. 68 points here. And that is Mimes PB to show what pace the players are playing on. That is actually insane. Alright, Gwen is just What did this guy eat before this map, man? He's always first. Oh, Spam going full risk. It did not pay off. It's all part of the plan, you guys. 2x multipliers, who cares? You know, we are going 5x or nothing. 5x or nothing. Tween, in the meantime, looking for a 2x multiplier this round. And he, with his 27 points, wants to get above the 50 mark. And let's zoom in on that battle for first place right now. Oh, actually, wrong player. Here we go. Tween currently in second place because Binks went for the overtake. But maybe with this low jump of Tween, he will once again be in first. And indeed, this is the case. Papoose right now in second place because Binks made somewhat of a mistake. Over the second part of the end, here we go. And Tween is looking very solid here. Going through the finish line. Jumps a little bit high, so loses some time. But he is still more than 0.2 ahead of everyone else. Tween in pole position here to be taking the 2x multiplier in this round. Ooh, Papoose takes a beautiful drift turn, however. A nice amount of speed going into the wall ride. Binks as well. It is not enough, however, to catch back up to Tween so far. Moving on to Binks here. 0.16 between Tween and Binks right now. Ooh, and Binks actually has a nice amount of speed. Comes somewhat closer to Tween. Over the plastic we go. We need a low approaches here. And Tween does it the best. He goes very far outside. Different approaches by these two players here. Okay. Tween must have it now. He is in a beautiful position. But oh, Binks comes closer. Binks is full risking it. It did not pay off. Tween will be taking it. The 2x multiplier. He DNFs. Tween DNFs. Oh, and Papoose gets it for free. Tween DNFs the 2x. Tween DNFs the 2x. He's like, no way, man. No way. Tween smells weakness in spam. This is extremely dangerous. Tween is like, no way. I am getting in 13 here, this step. Oh boy. Spam must be sweating right now. What a move by Tween here. Ooh, some mistakes here at the start of the round. Spam in the middle of the pack. Muda is with the one in the lead right now. But Gwen and Massa are strong in this round as well. Binks touches the checkpoint. He's out of the race. Gwen out of the race as well. Gwen once again making a mistake here early. Aurel on the left of our screen. Clipping. Lots of mistakes here at the start of the round. Of course, everyone full risking it. Sometimes you will make mistakes. Over the plastic we go. Spam is still in the race. 0.4 of a second between him and the leader. Which means Spam needs to go full ham here. Muda wants that last 2x multiplier and is on his way to doing so. Nope. He is not on his way doing so. Massa also clipping. And we now have Tween, Pack, and Bran here in the race for the 2x multiplier. Ooh, and that is a little bit scary. We especially do not want to see Bran taking a 2x here. So let's take a gander here at Pack, who is our savior right now. He is the one denying Bran the 2x multiplier so far. Hopefully he can keep doing so throughout this lap. Let's go, Pack. Nice inside approach here by the British player. Ooh. The race is on here. Bran is hunting. But Pack doesn't give away a multiplier that easily once he gets into a position like this. It is still quite close here, about 0.2 of a second. So Bran needs to full risk it. Can Pack hold it here? Bran is on a higher amount of speed. And it's all coming down to the second part. But Pack has more speed. What about this jump though? Pack drifts, going up real high. And Bran snipes it. Oh no. Bran snipes the 2x multiplier. Guess 63 times 2. And that's a disaster here. As you can see, yeet! Bran goes up to 9th position, 609 points, and Spam falls further behind. It's okay, we can catch up to Scrappy instead, you know? It's fine. The 3x multiplier has been activated and spam has been activated as well. And now we are getting to the juicy multipliers. This is where you want to be to get some nice juicy points for yourself. Spam is going fully for the 5x multiplier here. Right, here we go. Back once again in it to win it. Gwen in the mix. And Muda as well. Ooh, and Tween is lurking in the shadows of this round too. Wanting to get the 3x multiplier after DNFing the 2x. And what an insane amount. What is this identity by Tween? Hello? What is this entry into the first part of the identity? Tween is on another level right now. And he's first place. 27 times 3 would be a lot better than 27 times 2. And Tween is looking to do it. Imagine if he DNFs again. Oh, but Gwen is pushing it. 67 times 3 would be very nice here for the young player here, Gwen. He wants it. Right, here we go. Gwen going somewhat outside. He has 0.2 of a lead towards Tween. But can he hold strong here? Has made a lot of mistakes in the multiplier round so far, but the pace is clearly there. Only the identity left, and Gwen is more than 0.2 of a second ahead. Clips it a little bit, but that is fine. Goes through the first part of the identity. Gwen takes it beautifully. He must know that he can save it because he's 0.4 ahead. Gwen indeed takes it here. The 3x multiplier, there's no way he's DNS, right? Gwen! What do you... Hello? Who is paypalling him? Who is paypalling Gwen? There's no way he DNF'd the 3x multiplier. What is this? And Tween gets it. Another disaster result. Quick sneak peek here. Tween is now ahead of Spam. Moves into 13th. But of course, Tween cannot get any more points here. And Spam will be getting the 5x multiplier this time around. Come on, Spam. We need the 5x. 3x will be fine, actually. He's in the race so far. Ooh, Pax. I did the Minecraft hurt sound there on accident. But Pack is out of the race. Binks in the lead. And Gwen might as well not be playing because he just DNF'd a 3x round. Who DNF'd a 3x multiplier in tmgl, man? What is going on? It is so funny when these players fall off on this identity for some reason. It looks so funny. Alright, Spam in second place here. Binks is only one ahead of him. This is actually here. Here we have an opportunity for Spam to get the 3x multiplier. Binks can very easily make a mistake here. And Spam can pick up the scraps. Come on, Binks. You can do it. You can pull a Gwen here. Just DNF the end. Ooh, Carl Jr. is actually looking to snipe it away here. Not giving up so soon. Ooh, Spam does not get a good amount of exit speed here. So loses some time to Carl Jr. Better dirt part, however. Yeah, Spam will have to go full risk here in the end. And that is not going to happen if you clip like that. We will be keeping the camera on Spam because there is a small possibility both Binks and Carl Jr. will fall off. Actually, Spam falls off. Okay, so Binks or Carl here. Binks slowing down a lot. Saving it, but actually Carl will be sniping it away. Binks! What are you doing? Carl Jr. gets the 3x multiplier. And that's another... This step is such a disaster, man. That's another player who was potentially someone Spam could catch back up to, who gets a multiplier here. Okay. Now. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Spam doing a 2-wheel SD. Goes over the engine cut block and the tension is growing. Just 2 more multipliers to be given away, and one of them will be gotten by Gwen, I assume, because why else would you DNF a 3x multiplier round? Spam right now. Ooh, nice inside line. Here comes a lot closer to the other players. Jumps super low here and is out of it. And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go for the 5x multiplier. 5x or nothing, baby. Gwen casually a second ahead of everyone else. Okay, let's just spectate Gwen, because he's so... Gwen, what are you doing, man? Come on. Freaking touches the wall right there. And that means Muda is now looking juicy. Oh, Muda. Yeah, why not him as well? Because Muda right now is in 11th. Of course, it is Muda who's in a 4x right now. Both Aurel and Gwen are trying to claw their way back into the first place, but it is Muda looking very strong here in the identity. Gwen is so fast! Gwen is so fast! No! Wait, who gets it now? Scrappy? Nay! Oh my... What is this step? Hello! Scrappy is 12th! Come on now. What? Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, Spam. It's time. It's time. Here we go, the 5x multiplier. Back is out of it. Gwen in the lead so far. Binks out. Spam moves into 3rd position. Massa and Gwen are ahead, but Gwen really known for a lot of mistakes here in the multiplier phase. Worker overtakes Spam right now. Spam 0.3 of a second behind the leader. Gwen, Massa, Worker all looking very strong. Muda is also somewhat in the mix here. Over the plastic we go. Spam needs to go full focus here. Nice inside line by Spam. Moves into top 3. Goes super low. Massa. Oh, Massa takes a checkpoint. And... Womp womp. Alright, so... yeah, that's bad. There's nothing I can say that's positive right now, especially now that Muda is on the 5x here. Because the player who is in 12th place will always get the multiplier. This has now been a rule of this step. Aurel takes over the lead. Aurel the 5x master. Will he get another one? Aurel the 5x master. Releases. Muda goes FS. Muda has more speed going into the identity and takes it better here. Muda is on a good position to get the 5x multiplier. Or will it be Aurel? Muda, Aurel, Muda, Aurel, Muda. Muda goes lower. And it will be the Australian who gets the 5x multiplier, because the rule indeed has been top 12 5 multiplier. And the step could not have gone worse for Spam. Seriously, this has been so bad. GG. So, Yeah. All right, we got the good assets here. Let's go and talk to Spam. Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
That was not too good.
No, it's not what I wanted for sure. God damn, it was a bad stab. It was a bad stab. But that multiplier map, absolute. I'm gonna say absolute garbage. It's absolutely insane how bad that map is. I don't know. Dog shit.
Yeah, really. Two positives here. The two maps after the break, where you
Yeah,
got top. That was good.
Yeah, Poolside. Oh man, that was. I got it again. I got the when I went in the water, my front left just slightly lifted. I slid out. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, I could have got a top 8, but I crashed the pillar in that lap right after. Like, this was actually the first step where the number on the car really bothered me.
Oh,
Really
interesting.
bothered me. Dude, every checkpoint on Poolside 3, 8, 7, 11, 9, 6, 4, 5, 7, 8. Dude, it messed with my brain so fucking much.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit. Same on bolt holes. Oh my god. That was not fun at all. That was not fun at all. And then yeah, well, let me just talk about Launchpad. Absolute good map. Glad it's in the map pack for the finals. Great map. And yeah, the two other maps after the break were good for me. I mean, really bad pace on Grasshopper, but I was a bit nervous on that map. I'll keep it real. That was a bit monkas. Even with the save, it was a bit scary. And yeah, let me just not begin about the last map. That is just, I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly, I want to say it could be worse, but really it couldn't be worse almost because the players who were just above you and even Tween got got
Yeah, yeah,
multipliers.
yeah.
So
Yeah. It's gonna be. All right, I'll say it's gonna be me versus Tween battling for 13th
yeah,
next week,
definitely.
and I was really surprised with Kappa how he didn't get any points, but I do think that now this is the thing. I need to be. All right, don't tell anyone, but I need to basically try my hardest to avoid Kappa and Tween. That's what I'm that is my strat right now because top 12 is out of reach. So I think I'd rather play Worker than Tween and Kappa. But yeah, the thing is it's 13th against 16th and 14th against 15th. So next week I have to do like quick maths in the middle of the race, which is really unfortunate. But yeah, I
And
mean,
there's a lot of unpredictability in that one though because of the
yeah,
multipliers.
yeah, and yeah, I don't know. The level was bad on this multiplier map. Fuck my life. I also had that one round I pixel clipped. I don't know if you saw that with the reactor boost on the plastic.
Yeah.
I touched with one pixel that little corner and I just lost like I don't know. That round was I think there was a 209 finish that round. So yeah, I'm not saying I would have finished it, but could have been a finish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, bad stop. I mean, one mistake. Launchpad hit the CP. Done. Poolside could have had 8th there, but yeah, I crashed the pillar, which was the nail in the coffin. Could have been actually a pretty good step, but yeah. I mean, 41 points, better than 11 or
Yeah, it was
12.
looking quite good going in, like decent going into the last map because you had a good third and fourth map. But
Yeah,
then,
but
yeah.
this map is just I don't know. I've always hated banana maps from the moment he started building for TMGL. So yeah, it's not my style. It's not even the identity that's the problem on that map. It's the map itself.
Hmm.
So yeah, I mean 41 points. Yeah, you know, I'm starting to get immune to not getting multipliers or getting low points. So
Yeah.
it doesn't do me anything anymore.
Yeah, just man, I don't know what to say right now because this was.
Yeah, I know. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to ask. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one more week to go. You know, the plan is get 13th. I mean, 12th is really out of reach, in my opinion, unless I get like a miracle freaking step. I don't know how many points it is. It's like, how much? 280? I didn't even check. I just
It's
alt
it's an
my game.
Aurel step basically what you need to do.
Yeah. I need like an Aurel step. 260 points. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, but this is also, you know, assuming that player doesn't get any points, which is.
Don't worry, Banano knows I dislike his maps from last season already. Wall Rider and the other map he made, it's not my jam. He knows. But yeah, the new map looks pretty good. At this point, I just need to basically pick my head-to-head opponent, and I'll go for that because, you know, the 1% chance of getting a 300 plus step and the others not getting a lot of points ahead of me is, you know, quite small. But yeah, that's about it.
I guess that's what we have to do now, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not giving up, you know, I've put in the effort. But man, that new map, that really you know, I have an okay time on it, but consistency wise, that map is just, yeah. You know, it has the classic freewheel block, and it snowballs so freaking much. It's just
That
every time
is,
there's a freewheel section on one of these TMGL maps, which is about 80% of the maps, it's just horrible. So, I mean, it's my opinion, but yeah.
I agree completely. There's a reason why we banned freewheel blocks in full speed maps.
It snowballs so much,
Yeah.
especially on this map. Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, whatever. It's also this map in 6 lap next week, and it's in the head-to-head and finals. Dude, I don't know. We've seen what happens on this map. Yeah. I mean,
Next week we have the new map was released already. I assume that icy snake map is the one that is going to be the 2xer.
Looks like a good map though. Looks like a really good map. Like, even the identity, it's slow ice, so there's not a lot of you know, randomness or sliding out on this identity. So I'm looking forward to play it. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
No negative, but yeah, it is looking like we are playing the head-to-head. So that's that.